We'll talk about being in the right place at the right time.
It was a pretty normal day for a clerk in Albuquerque's Trader Joe's until he saw one customer and ended up possibly saving her life.
Jaceks has more in this week's Pay It Forward.
Millions of Americans are affected by migraines each month.
I get them frequently from allergies, and they're common, and I know what's coming. I know the symptoms. I know exactly what to prepare for.
That's why Kim Alberta didn't think much of it when she felt one coming on last May. She was running some errands and decided to make a stop at the uptown Trader Joe's.
I was just going to finish up shopping, get home, take my medicine, and I knew I would be okay. And of course, it turned out very different.
Kim says something about this particular headache was different, something she never experienced before.
It wasn't just a migraine. I started going numb on half of my body. So I was afraid I was having a stroke. So I went up to the clerk, which was, I now know as Eric Shores, and asked him to check my smile. So I smiled and said, "Is my smile go all the way across?" He said, "No, and I'm going to call you an ambulance."
Kim's symptoms quickly went away and she felt that she was fine to leave. But when you're having a stroke, seconds matter, and Eric knew how important it was for her to stay until first responders arrived. He says he's been in similar situations with members of his own family.
In a very gentle way, "You're very pale. I don't think you're fine." And I think it's okay to wait for the EMTs to get here because then they can check you out even here. But I think it's important that you get this checked out because my relative really had some complications.
Kim followed his advice and went to the hospital for further tests, and to her surprise, they found a completely different problem, an artery in her neck that was 98% blocked.
This saved my life in the long run because I don't have any of the symptoms. I had no warning signs. My cholesterol's good, my blood pressure's good. Everything was in place for me for nobody to worry about a blockage.
Life-saving tests, she says, that wouldn't have been performed if she were seen for any other reason.
All right, Kim, are you ready to pay it forward?
I am so ready to pay it forward to Eric.
Hi, Eric. You are the recipient of our Pay It Forward segment.
Whoa, okay.
Yeah, and we have someone here who has some very special words for you. Hi.
It's so good to see you. I'm gonna cry.
No, don't make me cry. I'll have you chocolate.
Hi, Eric.
Hi.
So I really wanted to do something for you after you pretty much saved my life in May. And my board member, Marquita, had this idea to pay it forward, and I didn't know about it really very well. So I did. I nominated you, and they chose you within just a couple days.
Oh my gosh.
I know. And so look, it actually comes with cash.
Oh my gosh.
I know. So hey, put out your hand.
Oh.
1, 2, 3, forward. I know. Isn't that awesome? Thank you. I mean, really.
Eric says his own experience with his family told him that Kim needed to seek medical attention.
It's kind of interesting because you think it's going to shock you, but it just feels familiar. Like my mom had a stroke when I was really young. But, the key point is trust. If I didn't have the experience, there wouldn't be trust there.
Jaceks, KOB Eyewitness News 4.
If you want to nominate someone for Pay It Forward, just head over to KOB.com.